For today's makeup session, we'll be trying out something different. This is our inspo. Look at these tables, at those inspos here. From what we have achieved, you can see the after of our makeup section here. Check which one do you think that we'll be doing here. I guess if you see that one on top, you are right. Then let's dig in right away. Normally, beginning your makeup session, you carve out your client's brows. I taught that in my last class. You can check my last video. Then after which we move on to prepping the skin. Remember, I taught you people that prepping the skin is one of the major things in achieving a very good makeup result, a very good look, because most clients have dry skins, most have sensitive skins, most have oily skins, but your skincare, like you prepping the skin, matters most in order to hold it back. Understand? So hydrating the skin, first of all, you hydrate the skin. Once it's dry, you apply your moisturizer. Once that one is where it has dried, you move on to any primer that you are using. I used a water-based primer after I have already used a cream primer. I used aqua-based primer too. After which, once it's have dried, I'm still moving on with my sweat block. This is very essential, it's very necessary. Then you stay hydrated again. Make sure that the face have dried very well before you hydrate again. I used Kiss Beauty to hydrate. That's one my favorite spray. Then we move on to foundation. I used MAC and the Flawless. I mixed both together. Then you part. Remember, when selecting the foundation that matches, try to test it at the neck. Then you part gently till you have that full coverage you need. Move on to blush, liquid blush and contouring. I've already contoured. Now I'm using this pink and nude, just light pink and nude. I'm combining it together, and I'm also getting down my blush across to the forehead too, above the cheeks and across the forehead. Then I part. For the concealer, this girl is a dark skin. You don't have to use a very bright something, just a 2 shade light, or maybe a shade lighter, or maybe just 2 shade lighter is okay. And I did my signature. The F is my signature. Then also the one related to her skin type, you use it at the end. The color related to her skin, so use it at the end. We'll move on to powder blush. I've already done my powder contour. Then you move on to powder blush. I set the face with my powder. I set it on the areas that I concealed. Understand? So I highlight and set the face with my powder. Then don't forget to also set up that eyes, that snatched eye look. Then I contour the nose with just a powder darker than her. You contour the nose and still use your setting powder to come across and do like this, just the way I'm doing, as you can see on the screen. Be pattern, don't take much powder. Then with my gel liner, with my edge control, I use it and smooch off the brows. And what I noticed in this, my client, one of the brows is higher than the other ones, and sincerely I didn't even notice this while I was walking. It's so bad of me. It was during the video that I'm seeing that I was seeing that she has that one brows is higher than the other. Please, for you have to be noticing this out from your clients. Check if the brows are in order, in line. Understand? So first I use my eye pencil to map out the places that my arc will be taking place. Then I go in with my brush and my gel liner. Here I mixed the brown gel liner and the black gel liner because she's a dark skin. for the front, and I'm going in lightly with my sharp pencil to mark out that line. You use your concealer, then you conceal the brows, and remember that foundation comes at the beginning while the concealer is in the middle and on the tip. For the upper part, I'm going to conceal with still the foundation I used for her in the beginning. You conceal gently, also pat to the other part of the face so that everything lines together. See her already feeling herself. Eyeshadow is one of my favorite tutorials. I'm beginning with my eyeshadow base primer. After that, I'll still contour the nose well, like pat out those powder using the powder of her skin tone. And also I'll pat to the place that I apply the foundation while concealing the brows. I pat to the place that I conceal the brows under, understand, but during the tip of that under, I'm going to use like a powder like light tattoo, so it can be like, it cannot be dark, understand. Then coming closer to the eyeshadow, I'm going to use a darker powder because I need something like dark on that part. Now I'm using my eyeshadow, I'm using a Huda Beauty eyeshadow. I'm going in with the color brownie color. That's what I'm digging in with. I still apply back the eyeshadow base primer so that I can have that catchy look that I really need on that lower main lid. So for the eyeshadow, these are the 4 brushes I'll be working with to get this eyeshadow look. This one I'll be using it for this color, this one I'll be using it for this color, this one I'll be using it for the darker color. So this brush I'll be using it here for the orange color. So anytime you see me handling this brush, just know that I'm bringing out that orange color I showed you. Now I start using that brush that showed you the color of the yellow color, in the sun. So anytime you see me with this brush, just know that I'm bringing out the yellow powder. Now I have applied the black eyeshadow. So this brush I'm using now shows I'm applying the black eyeshadow. So here is the concept. The concept is that I want the beginning part of the eyes to be like bright. You understand? That's why I needed that inspo. You understand? So that brightness, that yellow is going to be bright for me. The orange will be in the middle, while the darker shade will be at the end. Now also I'm going back with this my yellow brush. I'll be putting yellow powder and just be blending it so that I will not have harsh lines. I'll blend it on top of that black that I did. I'll still go with that my black brush. I'll still go back with that my orange brush and blend so that I will not have any harsh lines. So once we are done with that, I'll go with my brown brush and bring out brown powder so that I'll use it to smoosh off those. I don't want to have harsh lines on those crease. I don't really want it to crease like that, you understand? So I'm going to use brown powder and pat it out. Let's just smoosh off. Do you get? Remember, this was the 4 brushes we worked with. I'm still using the orange brush to smoosh off. I don't need harsh lines. I don't have harsh lines when you are working on eyeshadows. Now I'm going to use my another brush and get the powder of her shade and smoosh off those beginning so that I don't have any harsh lines. I'm using powder on that brush, the powder of her skin tone, and smoosh off everything. Now we do underline. I need that sharp end eyeliner. It's going to be very sharp and pointed. Once I'm done with that gel liner, my gel liner is kind of sticky, I don't know why, so I'm still going to use this eyeliner from I don't know from which company. I'll still use the eyeliner. I need that eyes to be very catchy, so I need it pointed well. I will go in with my eyeliner. I applied bronzer on that upper lip, then applied the nude lip from my lip palette, and I blend. Then I now underline the lip liner. I used my brown gel liner from Kids Beauty, brown gel liner, and underline that lip liner, give it that signature that I really need. So I'm still going to smoosh off those lines. I don't want it to be harsh look. I'll smoosh it off. Before I go in with that nude lip. So once I'm done patting the lip, I'm going to blend everything out with a brown lip color from my lip palette. I'm going to show you the lip palette soon. I'll blend everything so that I will not have any harsh line. So you can see the color that I'm using from my lip palette to blend it out. Still, I don't need it to be brown. I want everything there to show nude, so I'm still going back with that my nude brush and pat the nude from the nude lip palette and make everything, pat everything to be nude. So we are done here. I apply my lip gloss. Oh yes, we are almost done. So this is the finishing touching. I apply my powder and pat everywhere, both the eyes, the moustache, the nose. I pat with the right powder of her skin tone. I apply a bronzer just lighter than her. Apply it on on both cheeks, the forehead and the nose. I'm meant to use mascara to do this, but this is a game of the mind of the people who get mind. The only people who get mind does this kind of thing. So my mascara is finished and this is just the option for me. So I'll use paper. Please try and use kind of a paper to do this, even though you are using mascara, so that that black stuff doesn't go down on the work you have already did. It's gonna spoil a lot of things for you. So here I'm trying to set her hair with edge control. And yes, what is a makeup without the finishing look? You seal it so that there will not be like anything sweating.